Now, digital literacy comes to bringing the application of technology. So you know how to use computers, programs, you know about technology, innovation and all that. Now, digital literacy is more on what do I do with the skills that I get after nimepata masomo ya computer. So that is what we focus. And we focus on three areas. One, we want to use digital literacy to improve academic performance for students. Number two, to expand the social network of young people. And number three, for economic development. Economic means you get skills that you can go out there and use them to earn a living. So basically that is what we focus as Angaza Center. So Angaza Center, we do not, when it comes to schools, so we have two areas of partnership. One with schools, and number two with community or community-based organizations. So for the schools, also we do not just partner with any school, but we focus with schools zenye ziko mashinani, rural areas and hardship areas. So where the government said these are the hardship areas, so that's where we go. Because of obvious reason, almost what you're doing, because you find most of the resources in our system and in Africa, they are more concentrated in urban setting. Ukishatoka town kidogo kuelekea, the further you go to town, barabara zinaanza kuwa mbaya, electricity, internet hakuna, mambo ya availability of resources like computers and all that, so zinaanza kukosekana. So what we do at Angaza Center is we try to concentrate these digital resources and then we take them to where those people are. Sisi wote hatuwezi ishi town, so we still need those ambao wako mashinani. So we get those resources. When I talk about digital resources, I'm talking about whether it's construction of ICT hubs, equipping those hubs with devices, internet, projectors and all that. Then number three, very important, is having trainers. So giving devices and constructing buildings and all that is not enough, but also you need to have trainers that want to guarantee sustainability of the program. So Angaza Center is not only in Kenya, we are also in other countries in Africa, and our mission is to reach at least 50% of rural African setting with digital literacy. So far, this is what we have in Kenya. We have around 33 schools ambao tunawasaidia coming up with digital centers. We distributed around 3,000 devices to different schools and communities. Quite a number of partners we have, whether it's institutions, universities, corporate, individuals, quite a number of them. Globally, this is what we try to address, being a global organization, so we also have to align with SDGs. So we chose these 5 SDGs as our core area of focus. Quality education, gender equality, very important. Decent work and economic growth. If you get good skills, then you are able, whether you become an entrepreneur, or you can be able to get, use your skill to acquire at least some decent work. Inequalities, what you're talking about, the gaps between who ako mashinani, nani ako hardship, nani ako town, which country is doing well in technology, which one is not doing well. So that's where we come in. Our work is to mobilize resources and take them to the communities that need them. Climate action, very important. Hii tumeona imetoa watu wengi sana, whether ni kazini, ni shule and all that. So this is a new area of focus that in consultation with most of our partners, they believe if we start educating our young people on climate action, then we are guaranteed that our environment in years to come will be able to take that challenge in our hands. So once we partner, so this is for the school, then I'll talk about the community. So what we do with the schools, we have a training program, we have a curriculum that we share with the schools. It's a thing called digital literacy program that they do, and it will become like a subject. So all the 33 schools that we've helped to set up a digital resource center, so they have the curriculum, and just like the way they teach mathematics, physics, and all that, so also digital literacy is part of the subjects that they study in school. Digital infrastructure, so when we partner with schools, we are able to give them whether they're computers, so we give them laptops or tablets or smartphones, whichever is adaptable to you. So teachers training, this one we do a lot because some of these communities, they are not able to afford ICT professionals who can come in and train, whether it's school or community. So what we do is, once we partner with a school or a community, we identify people that can be trained, and then from that training, like you're saying, they become trainers in their communities. So this is very important for sustainability of the program. E-learning initiatives, so all our digital resource centers, they have internet, they have projectors, they have devices, so that means students can learn from anywhere, teachers can teach from anywhere. Then through collaboration, we can also have different exchange programs. Mentorship and coaching program, this is mandatory. When you give a service, it's always good to accompany, to support the service that you do. So our mentorship programs are always around the services that we offer. Girls and youth empowerment, this is very important, and it's a whole thing that we do, because when we keep talking about unemployment, when we keep talking about inclusion, today where we are is a society, I don't want to believe that there's still some jobs that are reserved for male and others that are reserved for female. If today I need a driver at Angaza Center, what I do is I go to the website Angaza and I post a job advert saying we need a driver at Angaza Center. Who applies? We don't say we need male drivers or female drivers. As long as you have the skills, you can apply, do your interview. If you qualify, you get the job. So this is what we keep telling, especially the young people. Mahali tuko sahi, competition is very high. We have a lot of unemployment because of maybe guidance pale, but this is something, and we are doing a lot, especially also with our partners here. We also have a department for research, data, and analysis, very important. This one we also collaborate with other NGOs to get statistics, MME as well. So when I talk about digital literacy resource centers, this is what we do in schools, different schools. We have this program we call peer-to-peer. Now this one is basically for networking, where in Angaza Center we have a platform where we invite young people below the age of 18. They come together and they collaborate in academics. I am a student in China and I'm very good at physics. I volunteer my time and I get a student in CIR and we learn from each other. I volunteer my time to teach my fellow students in what I'm good at. I'm good at mathematics, I'm good at IRA, I'm good at whichever subject. So this is student to student. So this is one of the most valuable programs that we have. Hii imeshika sana. These kids that you see here are from the US. They've been recognized by the White House there because because of the effort that they are doing on our peer-to-peer. Hawa wanaamka asubuhi mapema by 6 a.m. washafika shule because 7 a.m. to them kwetu ni around 3 p.m. So normally with the schools in Kenya now we have 14 schools that are doing this program. So around 3 p.m. which is 7 a.m. their time. So they go to school at 6 a.m. prepare tunawapatia curriculum, then they prepare it, and then they go online between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. 8 a.m. wanaenda kusoma, wanafunzi wetu 4 p.m. wanamaliza masomo. So it's doing very well. We're also doing it in other countries. We're doing it in Rwanda. We're also doing it in Congo. It's very successful. We also have community engagement and training. So when you talk about digital literacy, especially with the target group that we're serving, ukienda huko mashinani, mtoto umemfunza mambo ya technology, umempatia that knowledge. The first person they go to talk to are their parents. Now you find if a parent hana enough information, hata mtoto mfunze kiasi gani, anapata challenge.